Homebuyer demand across America just collapsed again.
The housing market is flashing red.
Uh-oh. There's one real estate analyst who says the housing market looks a lot like it did in 2008.
A big red flag for the housing market. It's not just interest rates rising today. You can see that's putting pressure across the builders. But the number of homes for sale in this country is also really surging.
Inventory is up 18% from a year ago.
We have catastrophic Thursday. That is coming in from Peter Thiel or Lavender. I don't know. Basically, if you were thinking about selling your house, you should have done it a few months ago when there was no inventory. Now, inventory is at its highest level since forever. Peter Thiel warns of catastrophe in U.S. real estate, but sees the rich get richer and the poor get poor. This is how it is all going down. Here's the Titanic. If you got the helicopter with Kitty, you're safe. Come join me on my island. It's a left towards that Epstein one, and we have nice people. No creepy stuff going on, but there is going to be an incredible wealth transfer. Also, all of you old people, you're 40 plus, but it's all the boomers that are kicking the bucket. And all of that transfer, you know what they're doing with the house? They're selling it. Everyone's like, I can't afford it. But we got a lot going on in the housing market. They're calling it the biggest bubble of all time. Have you seen anything? I feel like we are living in a bubble bath. The bubbles, they just keep getting bigger. I don't know. I don't get it. Housing market in the biggest bubble of all time, warns ReVenture CEO. This situation is not sustainable. And oh wait, I'm being interrupted by the newsroom.
Bravo! We have breaking news!
You're not going to believe.
What are you guys going to say it, or am I going to say it? What the Hades am I paying? Okay, I'll say it. The U.S. Court of Appeals. Here we go. Talk about a fracking circus. Just in, Federal Circuit rules to reinstate. Press, mark it back up, mark it down, mark it up. Trump's Liberation Day tariffs during the appeal process of what? 3 judges that I don't remember electing? This came in last night. You guys catch this, and then after hours, the market's like, woohoo! Which I will get to the markets in just a second. Which, if you want my opinion about tariffs, for me, it's like, if you want to do it, go ahead. Which tariffs barely even in this game of musical chairs, barely moves the musical needle. What I was excited for was the fraud, waste, abuse, people like killing people, politicians killing people, like presidents of the United States. Can we just focus on that a little bit? These politicians are killing me. And not that, we cannot trust them, right? Name one. You're like, Ron DeSantis. Yeah, wait till he gets in and like, what got done? And the only tattoo that I have, it has to do with politicians. It says, trust a politician like you would trust your dog with a sandwich. I know with the whole terrorist fiasco, the Don wants to bring all the jobs back to America. No one in America wants a job. You want to know what they want? Handouts. You are a business owner. Have you tried hiring anyone under the age of 30? How'd that work out for you? My friends that hire people, the HR friends and the CEOs, and they say it feels like they're in the interview and the people that they're hiring are actually interviewing them. And they're like, well, so what do I get? Let's talk about holiday. I remember going into interviews. This was back in the day before I figured out, hey, passive income. Keep starting businesses until you don't have to work. Any question was like, I was yes. Well, let me ask you another question, Mr. Bravo. I'd be like, yes. I was slinging mistletoe I think I was 9 in front of Thrifties for cash. Selling candy at school, even when I taught at school. And I knew to do it until they're like, okay, so they first talk to you. And then you get the warning and then you're like, okay, I'll stop. It's teaching the kids how to do it too. You're impeding on the ASB mafia because they need their money. Getting back to the middle class doesn't want to work. No one wants to work. Just give me that. The middle class is collapsing. Now I'm like, oh, I'm so sad. Oh, really? You didn't start businesses and trade equities? Oh! People will no longer be able to buy this course ever again. It is gone. As of today, if you have it, you have it. You 17,000 people that bought this. Also, today, this is my last day. If you want to learn how to sell on Amazon and go back in time and see me younger, I'm slashing prices from $1,000 to $79. Oh, scratch that. I'll do $69. You want to work your way out of middle class, start a business for 69. And that was actually the hardest course I've ever created, the longest. Blood, sweat, and tears. Anywho, enough of my crying. I did warn you that there will be courses that will no longer be for sale, as nearly 1 in 4 Americans is now functionally unemployed. In about 6 months, it's going to be nearly 2 in 4. Then thanks to the invention of AI, it's going to be 3 in 4. Then in about 2 years, it'll be 4 in 4, unless you're a plumber. Now back to the housing market that Nick's talking about and how no one can afford it. It's just the rich get richer. Current home prices stand at a multiple of 4.5 times income. Oh, and if you would like to see a sweet AI-generated image that takes about 1 second, it's like, hey, ChatGPT, can you do me a favor? Will you put this into just a beautiful format? So even if my audience has a educational level of a 1-year-old, we can see the picture going back to the 80s. Now this, if you go back a little bit more, the 70s, that's when we were taking off the that standard. It had to do with gold. And it was 2278. See the difference? 3.5. A sweet little house at 22,000. Now you can't even buy a car for that. For some reason, my arrow just got really small and thin, and I haven't even been drinking tequila. And as you see, right, this is a debt-based system where we are no longer on standards. This is standardless. And yes, I know we had a crash here. Oh, this was a rough crash. That was another rough crash up there. And that was a really tough recession, hence the reason why the severity in the crash. And look at this, median sales price, way up there. Price to income ratio, 5.8. And the rich don't seem to really care. This game isn't about the middle class or anyone under there, because the middle class is all going under. This is what happens every single time. In a debt-based system where there is no standards, the rich become the richest, the 1% to the 0%. They own it all. It's like Monopoly. How do you get there? You start businesses and you trade equities. You cannot get there by get a college degree, get a job, get another job, get another job, have 2 of those jobs wiped out with AI. Yes, but bravo, I'm going to be a doctor and a lawyer. Yeah, those are the first to go. I actually fired both of those. Actually uploaded my 2nd legal document today. It negotiate for me. I'm like, thank you, ChatGPT, much appreciated. I give you a tip, maybe in Doge. Again, if you don't want to do an online thing, plumber, electrician, wash people's windows, and then hire people to go wash windows. Learn marketing, expand, rinse, repeat, sell. Then take all those digits and learn how to move your money. Become a millionaire. So I do not know how long I'm going to keep that at $2.99 or have the bear market course included in it. You will also be the only ones in the entire world who will be able to use my trading strategies as a bot and put AI on top of it. Mind blown. Also, if you want to know what's going on in the market, it basically just took a fart today, and after hours, another fart. And as you know, in the S&P 500, we were like, yeah, this is the Bravo 9, this blue line. It fell under it. See, we didn't short it up there yet. We waited right there. We're like, okay, get it. And then it went down. It bounced on what? The 200, like pixel perfect. It came up, okay, and I'm like, yeah, was it yesterday? I'm like, you can close your position. This is just a poop. Today we got all the way down, like it would have been a break even. If you're thinking, well, I'll just put in a buy, right? Swing up. You're up here. I like trades like this, where you have confirmation there. It goes all the way up. You close your position. You take out a short, and it's like, are you gonna go down? Or you just, all right, that's it. And here's the thing: you're above the 200. You're also sitting on my reactor. It's just not a good spot. Definitely have more of a probability to the downside, but I'd rather take out, there's a bazillion more trades out there. And if you don't know what I'm currently talking about, what I just showed you, take this. I will give you start to finish, and then you can do my watch list and make 155%. That way I can get you up there so you can actually own a home. Shocker. Even though most of you are like, I give up, I can't buy a car anymore, a house, as 1 in 4 of Americans are scrapping plans to make a purchase of a home or a car due to tariffs. And I think that's rather stupid. That's kind of liberal, right? It's like, oh, no one's doing anything because of tariffs. Actually, no one should be. This is going to be so popular, you guys. This will be the next presidential run, which no one's even talking about. Government's not talking about it. You will, because we are jumping 30 years. What you see happening with AI is going to make the internet look like a fart in the wind. Oh no, I mean, you can't even smell, you can smell it, you can't even see it. You're like, I didn't smell that coming. Business Insider axing 1/4 of its workforce as AI sends web search traffic plunging. And I no longer even use Google anymore. Not that Google's not working their booty off to try to catch up, but y'all behind. Politicians are not going to help you. Right, Elizabeth? They're also not going to tell you about it. Allow you to listen to that video, but then you'd throw up in your mouth and you don't need to have, your lunch again. This is what she said. 14 million people will lose health care. See, then have AI go like, can you break this down for me? Because it's true, 14 million people will lose health care. What she's not telling you, hold on, let me move Big Mike. They're all illegals. So she's going to call them people and not Americans. But at least now we know who's running the country, right? I mean, heck, 6 months ago, we're like, AutoPen? Actually say it was Elizabeth Warren who was handling the AutoPen. Now, don't quote me on this. You'll Axios, all the news organizations. I don't know, Liz. That's just what the Google says. And also, David Hogg says Jill Biden's, see, that's the Hogg. Says Jill Biden's chief of staff, Anthony, secretly ran the Biden White House in bombshell footage. We actually have video of it, and it was an open secret. That's beside the, we all knew. Now, what we don't know, here's the new stuff, right? With all of the Doge. We're like, okay, we'll vote you in. Good, this is what we want. All right, so you saved us $2 trillion. I see that. Oh, wait, hold on. They just scratched that. You saved us $1 trillion. They're like, oh, hold on, scratch that. It was claimed savings to now $175 billion. They're like, wait, hold on, scratch that. We're now going to save you $9 billion. But wait, inflation. Oh, and we also have $2 trillion in deficits. We may have saved you $9 billion, and tariffs, scratch that too. So welcome to the cluster fluck of a world we live in again. It's just noise. Start businesses. I give you an opportunity. If I lead you to the water, if you want the water, if not, it's okay. Get up in the morning, take a minute, move your money, look around. You don't want to do that, have AI do it for you. But guys, there is a tsunami coming and you got to paddle. Or don't believe me, get drunk on this Thursday night, show up late for work. But hey, at the end of the day, you do you. I love you. Thanks for subscribing and I will see you tomorrow.